Hi, welcome to the ComSci 137 lecture. Sunny here. For this module, we will continue part 2 of wireless LAN. Let's start. Bluetooth is a wireless LAN technology designed to connect devices of different functions, such as telephones, notebooks, computers, cameras, printers, and even coffee makers, when they are at a short distance from each other. A Bluetooth LAN is an ad hoc network, which means that the network is formed spontaneously. The devices, sometimes called gadgets, find each other and make a network called a piconet. A Bluetooth LAN can even be connected to the internet if one of the gadgets has this capability. A Bluetooth LAN by nature cannot be large. If there are many gadgets that try to connect, there is chaos. Bluetooth technology has several applications. Peripheral devices such as wireless mouse or keyboard can communicate with the computer through this technology. Monitoring devices can communicate with sensor devices in a small healthcare center. Home security devices can use this technology to connect different sensors to the main security controller. Conference attendees can synchronize their laptops at a conference. Bluetooth was originally started as a project by the Ericsson Company. It is named for Harald Blatan, the King of Denmark, and united Denmark and Norway. Blatan translates to Bluetooth in English. Today, Bluetooth technology is the implementation of a protocol defined by the IEEE 802.15 standard. The standard defines a wireless personal area network or PAN operable in an area at the size of a room or a hall. Bluetooth defines two types of networks, piconet and scatternet. A Bluetooth network is called a piconet or a smallnet. A piconet can have up to 8 stations, one of which is called the primary, the rest are called secondaries. All the secondary stations synchronize their clocks and hopping sequence with the primary. Note that a piconet can only have one primary station. The communication between the primary and secondary stations can be one-to-one or one-to-many. Although a piconet can have a maximum of 7 secondaries, additional secondaries can be in the park state. A secondary in a park state is synchronized with the primary, but cannot take part in communication until it is moved from the park state to the active state. Because only 8 stations can be active in a piconet, activating a station from the park state means that an active station must go to the park state. Piconets can be combined to form what is called a scatternet. A secondary station in one piconet can be the primary in another piconet. This station can receive messages from the primary in the first piconet and, acting as a primary, deliver them to the secondaries in the second piconet. A station can be a member of two piconets. A Bluetooth device has a built-in short-range radio transmitter. The current data rate is 1 Mbps with a 2.4 GHz bandwidth. This means that there is a possibility of interference between the IEEE 802.11b wireless LANs and Bluetooth LANs. Here is an image of the piconet and the scatternet. Bluetooth uses several layers that do not exactly match those of the Internet model. The radio layer is roughly equivalent to the physical layer of the Internet model. Bluetooth devices are low power and have a range of 10 meters. Bluetooth uses a 2.4 GHz ISM band divided into 79 channels of 1 MHz each. Bluetooth uses a frequency hopping spread spectrum method in the physical layer to avoid interference from other devices or other network. Bluetooth hops 1600 times per second, which means that each device changes its modulation frequency 1600 times per second. To transform bits to a signal, Bluetooth uses a sophisticated version of FSK called GFSK, or FSK with a Gaussian bandwidth filtering. GFSK has a carrier frequency. Bit 1 is represented by a frequency deviation above the carrier. Bit 0 is represented by a frequency deviation below the carrier. The baseband layer is roughly equivalent to the MAC sublayer in LANs. The primary and secondary stations communicate with each other using time slots. The length of a time slot is exactly the same as the dwell time, 625 microseconds. This means that during the time that one frequency is used, a primary sends a frame to a secondary, or a secondary sends a frame to the primary. Note that the communication is only between the primary and a secondary. Secondaries cannot communicate directly with one another. Bluetooth uses a form of TDMA that is called TDD-TDMA, or Time Division Duplex TDMA. It is a kind of half-duplex communication in which the sender and receiver send and receive data but not at the same time. However, the communication for each direction uses different hops. This is similar to walkie-talkies using different carrier frequencies. If the Piconet has only one secondary, the TDMA operation is very simple. The time is divided into slots of 625 microseconds. The primary uses even number slot, the secondary uses odd number slots. TDMA allows the primary and the secondary to communicate in half duplex mode. In slot 0, the primary sends and the secondary receives. Slot 1, the secondary sends and the primary receives. The cycle is repeated. The process is a little more involved if there is more than one secondary in the Piconet. Again, the primary uses the even numbered slots, but the secondary sends in the next odd numbered slot if the packet in the previous slot was addressed to it. All secondaries listen on even numbered slots, but only one secondary sends in any odd numbered slot. We can say that this access method is similar to a poll or select operation with reservations. When the primary selects a secondary, it also polls it. The next time slot is reserved for the polled station to send its frame. If the polled secondary has no frame to send, the channel is silent. Two types of links can be created between the primary and the secondary: SCO links and ACL links. A synchronous connection-oriented link is used when avoiding latency is more important than integrity. In an SCO link, a physical link is created between the primary and a secondary by reserving specific slots at regular intervals. The basic unit of connection is two slots, one for each direction. If a packet is damaged, it is never retransmitted. SCO is used for real-time audio, where avoiding delay is all important. An asynchronous connectionless link is used when data integrity is more important than avoiding latency. In this type of link, if a payload encapsulated in the frame is corrupted, it is retransmitted. A frame in the baseband layer can be one of three types: 1 slot, 3 slot, or 5 slot. A slot is 625 microseconds. 1 slot with a 1 MHz bandwidth and 1 bit Hz, the size of 1 slot frame is 366 bits. A 3-slot frame occupies 3 slots. The length of the frame is 1616 bits. A device that uses a 3-slot frame remains at the same hop for 3 slots. The length of a 5-slot frame is 2866 bits. Here is the frame format for the different types. The Logical Link Control and Adaptation Protocol, or L2CAP, is roughly equivalent to the LLC sublayer in LAN. It is used for data exchange on an ACL link. SCO channels do not use L2CAP. The L2CAP has specific duties: multiplexing, segmentation and assembly, quality of service, and group management. This ends Module 17. Thank you.